Hey, you've probably seen this game around a bit. Maybe you've been grinding cowhide since 2001, or maybe you've never played. For the uninitiated, the game behind me goes by the secret code name of Old School Runescape. I'm doing this a lot? You there! All the way up until last year, I had pondered the question, this looks like shit, and why do people play this game? Haha, this looks like shit. Come for a journey with me, trendy YouTube user and fellow internet addict, as I attempt to deliver an answer. A nanometer of context, my RuneScape history is quite simple. I'd never played the game in the past, beyond maybe playing the tutorial island once or twice. Already quite late to the party, due to a lack of internet access and already having a plethora of other more graphically impressive games, RuneScape never really stuck. In fact, there's one video in particular that I was quite fond of that compares Old School RuneScape to World of Warcraft in about as biased a way as you could, and as an angsty teenager, I completely ate that shit up. Here's the link, here's a clip. My experience playing it probably differs greatly from a lot of people, as my modus operandi was streaming it. Please go follow me at twitch.tv/abuffwizard. I had every benefit from people watching, encouraging, helping, boosting me through things, info dumping, the works. Without all that additional support, I'm less than confident that I would have stuck it out. But for what it's worth, I'm glad that I did. All that aside, RuneScape has a bunch of core hooks to keep the player's attention and investment. First and foremost, the game puts a lot of onus on the player to engage with it. There's no through line to follow, and there's no main story that's constantly sandbagging you with info. Despite a lot of its very rigid systems, the way you play the game is quite free form. Because of this, every individual may play the game differently to the person before them. Some rise to the challenge of completing every quest in the game. Some just want to grind skills to 99. Some people are masochists that play an Ultimate Iron Man, where you don't have access to the Grand Exchange, and you only have 28 inventory slots to work with. What the fuck? A sense of completion. The game does fill a very human need for a sense of completion. Achievable goals, tangible rewards, a very direct path with clear indicators of success. Because of the amount of experience points and therefore time needed to level up, it sort of tugs at that sense of ticking the box, finishing things off. What I sort of compare it to is hitting level 60 in World of Warcraft. If you've ever done it, you know exactly the feeling. That feeling right in here. Bigger number equals better person. There's a constant drive that pulls at one's sense of completionism. This single notion of leveling up has been polished to a mirror shine. Most level ups unlock something new, often simple, but it reinforces that sense of increasing skill, like crafting mahogany birdhouses instead of maple ones. Community. Clans within the game, a wealth of content creators and streamers, and the community at large really makes RuneScape quite endearing. While mostly anecdotal to myself, strangers have become friends, and I've met some truly beautiful people through this game. Nostalgia. Despite not having played this game as a wee baby gamer boy, I'm quite swayed by the charms of Old School RuneScape. The sense of nostalgia is palpable. The way the grass looks, the bit crush sound effects, the fields of low poly trees, the sound the cows make when you hit them with the rune scimitar, the simple graphics, the rather whimsical themes, the music dancing across your ears with its beautiful MIDI tones casts your mind back to a simpler time. It is an undeniable escapism. And sometimes that's what we need. Variety and Sandbox. Tons of different skills, all which have their own form of grind and rewards. There's also a litany of player versus player content. Deathmatch, Battle Royale, staking, where like, it's fucked up. Not that bad, scrap that bit. There's also a constant drip of new content. The game is generally updated weekly with hotfixes and changes or new content, including quests, items, new bosses, challenges, game modes, events, items, I said that already. Mod and plugin support. RuneLite, which is a third-party client for Old School RuneScape, has fuckloads of mods, and it's not outright required to play the game, but you're seriously hamstringing yourself by not using it. Just an abundance of helpful add-ons. Portability. If you didn't know, Old School RuneScape is on mobile now, which brings us to today's sponsor. No, I'm kidding. Fuck, I wish. Send me a bond. Jagex, please. If RuneScape is your main game in life, then logging into the same account or character, wherever you are, is a huge attribute. Now look, don't let me overstate it. You technically have all of the same functionalities on PC, but the everyman isn't going to be gearing up to do endgame content or win last man standing on your phone. If you're on the bus and you need to run some things to the Grand Exchange, you can. If you're out on a hot date and you need to chop some fucking wood, then go for it.
Addiction.
Now look, I didn't want to get on here and just suck RuneScape's dick. I don't think that many people are deluding themselves, and I think they're probably self-aware at this point. A lot of the reason that people are still playing this game is addiction. The word addiction is quite a catch-all. I don't want to overstate it. I'm sure there's some people out there that really have you know, suffered from this game. I want to keep this fairly light. I feel like it would be a disservice to not mention it. As much as I adore it, I feel like there's 3 things that really keep people on the hook.
Nostalgia.
There is a real sense of loyalty to this game. It's been around since a lot of people were in high school, even younger than that. If you grow up with something, chances are you probably care about it a great deal. Just like I said before, there's always something around the corner for you to do. In that same sense, RuneScape is a dopamine factory. You can just kill a little bit more. The mantra I've heard repeated by a number of people in isolation is that you never truly quit, you just take breaks. It's a little bit of a scary one. Take that for what you will. I'm trying to keep it fairly positive here. I feel like that little caveat bears expressing. Well, there you go. There's a extremely surface level reasoning for why people play this game, why they like it, what the appeal is. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Now, like the video, like the fucking video. Comment, leave a comment. Go tell me that I've got a pink shirt on. Go tell me, hey, nice pink shirt, Mr. Pink Shirt. Go tell me that my lighting setup is shit. Please kiss me on the mouth.